Hello, my name is Marion Marchetto. I'm the author of the Bridgewater Chronicles, among other books, and I'm here today with our April 2017 newsletter. First of all, as many of you know, I've been under the weather for the past several weeks. Between bouts of coughing and doses of medication, I've still been busy. The third week of March found me in Fort Lauderdale at a writer's retreat. I learned more about short stories there, and I also learned some marketing tips as well. After that, my husband and I boarded a cruise ship, and I began the opening chapters of my newest book, The Crystal Mermaid. I'm happy to say that I've changed the storyline, and I'm beginning to interact with the characters. They are starting to come alive for me, and that's always good because that's when they tell me their own stories. While I was away, I read quite a few books, and you'll have a variety of reviews to read. Several are already on my website, on my blog, and several more will follow. I'd like to tell you a little bit about some of the stories. The first book that I'd like to tell you about today is called Sand and Ash by Amy Harmon. And in order to tell you a little bit about it, the easiest way is for me to just read you a bit of the synopsis of the book. It begins in Italy in 1943, when Germany occupies much of the country, placing the Jewish population in grave danger during World War II. Two children, Eva Roselli and Angelo Bianco, were raised by family, but they were divided by circumstance and their faith. Excuse me. As the years go by, the two find themselves falling in love. But the church calls out to Angelo, and despite his deep feelings for Eva, he chooses the priesthood. More than a decade later, Angelo, a Catholic priest, and Eva, a woman with nowhere to turn. He hides her within the walls of a convent, where many Jews are being sheltered by the Catholic Church. And it is there where Eva decides she can no longer wait quietly, waiting for deliverance. And Angelo risks everything to save her. It is facing the most difficult decision of all, life or death, God or woman. It's a 5-star book in my book, and I really think you'll enjoy this one. I have not written the review yet. It will follow. And to give you just a little bit of the book cover, here it is. Oh, I always do this not so well, but there it is. It's called Sand and Ash by Amy Harmon. The second book I'd like to tell you about is called Bittersweet Memories, and it is written by Lynn Osterkamp. And I will find the book here for you in just one moment. This book is, this author is new to me, and it is a novel. Very difficult to see here. There we go. Bittersweet Memories by Lynn Osterkamp. This deals with the subject of Alzheimer's in a way, also with the subject of aging, losing our memories not being as sharp as we thought they were. But if you had the opportunity to go back in time and relive, not just recall, relive your memories on the events of things, how would you find, or what would you find to be true? Were your memories accurate? Were someone else's memories accurate? Is your mind blocking out something that it shouldn't have? Or are you remembering things through rose-colored glasses, so to speak? I gave this one 5 stars. I thought it was an excellent debut novel. And the third book I'd like to talk to you about today is a children's book. It is called No Such Thing, and it's written by Jackie French Kohler, I've reviewed some of her books previously, which were a little bit more for young adults, but this one is for children of all ages, especially grandparents. Have any of you remember the monster under the bed that our moms told us about? What about if the monster under the bed was always being told about the boy who lived above his bed? It's a charming little book, beautifully illustrated, and I'm sure you'll have fun reading it with your children or grandchildren. And a couple of other little items I'd like to tell you about news. Upcoming later this month on April 19th, which is a Wednesday, it is going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I will be doing a live video on Facebook called Let's Read. Please excuse me. I will be reading a chapter or an excerpt from one of my Bridgewater Chronicle books. I'll answer a couple of frequently asked questions, and I'd hope to do this on a regular basis if it goes over well and if you all like what we're doing. So please join me on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time on Wednesday, April 19th. And as always, I'd like to ask that when you read one of my books, you please leave a review. Just a short one will do. It doesn't have to be long, whether it's on Amazon, Goodreads, any of the other websites, the reading websites that you frequent, or another bookseller's websites. And if you're a blogger, a short review on your blog would be absolutely awesome if you've read one of my books. And don't forget to show my video newsletters and book reviews with your friends. Share it, please. It's the only way we're going to get some expanded coverage, and it'd be very much appreciated from this author here. As you know, my calendar is now open fairly wide for the next couple of months, and I would be honored to speak with you, your group, your club, your students, teachers. I'm always available to help mentor students who are into reading or writing. You simply need to contact me via my website, www.marionmarchetto.com, and we'll be happy to make it happen for you. And in closing, I wish you all a happy Easter, a happy Passover, and a happy spring. And if the Easter Bunny does decide to grace your house with his presence, I would be really happy if you'd save me a little bit of a chocolate Easter Bunny. So until the next time, happy spring and happy reading. Thank you.